Wrapping it up on Sportsbit, betting inside today, Pauly and Teddy. Follow us on Twitter at Pauly Howard, at Teddy_covers. Time for the deep dive, and it's going to be a good topic here, a good segment. It's time to talk roulette, and you've seen a huge uptick here. Going back what happened in February, the win from roulette was up almost 59% in Nevada in February compared to the same month last year. The most recent gaming revenue report said this is apparently a big hit with millennials.
Yeah, roulette is the hot game right now. And look, there are a lot of issues when it comes to millennials and Las Vegas casinos. And when you look at the casinos that cater to millennials, Cosmo being your number one, your primary example of a casino that's doing great in all different kinds of ways, except for gaming revenue. They love the nightlife. They love the restaurants. They love everything. But the under 30 crowd, the under 35 crowd, they're not playing the table games. Slots, way down. I'm not talking a little bit down. We're talking way down where they were. But it's not just slots. Blackjack isn't going good. And the three-card poker type of stuff isn't going good. And craps isn't a riser. But for whatever reason, roulette is the one game that millennials have fallen in love with. You talked about a 59% increase. I mean, year over year, we're talking about 13.5%. Over a 3-month span, you're talking about 8%. Significant changes in the amount of handle that we're seeing with roulette. And in an era where they're taking tables out to put in more restaurants and more bars, they're putting roulette wheels in at a bunch of different casinos.
Yeah, this is a good quote, too. Anthony Curtis, owner of LasVegasAdvisor.com, he's seen an increase in roulette play. Quote, I see more people playing it. I can see far fewer dead roulette tables than I used to. One of the games that for some reason resonated better with the younger crowd, the millennials that all the casinos are trying to get, end quote. You see Venetian Palazzo expanding, going from 5 wheels to 7. And another quote here was, this is interesting. Although roulette is not a skill-based game, players have a feeling that they are responsible for the outcome by placing the bet. Unlike slots, where there's no involvement other than pushing a button. We're seeing that our roulette players' age is skewing a bit younger, so we're seeing an increase in volume and a decrease in the age of the demo playing it.
And there's, that's coming from the director of the Las Vegas Sands. His name's Rob Sinelli, Senior VP of Casino Operations. And that's the mentality right now among the execs. It's like, look, people are liking this game. People are playing this game. And, here's one more quote from Anthony Curtis. When I'm walking through the casino, there's always a younger customer and a younger crowd at the roulette wheel. It's a hit with the club crowd. Roulette seems to be a cool thing to do before you go into the club, and when they come out, they play. I see them all the time having a few drinks and powering up on the roulette table. And I'll tell you, Pauly, roulette's my introduction to casino gambling. That was my first game that I loved before I really truly understood odds. But I would always come in and play roulette. And the reason why? 35-1 payouts when you hit those numbers on the inside. How about you? What was your first game?
I was minding my own business. The first time I came here, I was eating dinner in the cafe. I come down the stairs on the elevator and I see Reddit hit 18 times in a row. 3 trips later, the ATM, still didn't see black. And that's when I learned you bet with the streak, not against it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this. I got a roulette story. I'm going to save it for another day. But, I can't say my first. My first absolute disaster gambling experience came in roulette. It involved multiple trips to the money machine or to the ATM. And it was a situation where I had a system. And it worked every time until it didn't. Let's talk a little roulette strategy here, shall we?
Sure.
Yeah, because if you're going to play roulette, and it's a fun game to play, no question. If you're going to play, know this. Every bet is mathematically the same. Doesn't matter. Red, black, inside, outside, even, odd. You're betting on the numbers. When you have a double zero wheel, there is approximately a 5.2% house edge. When you have a single zero wheel, there is approximately a 2.6% house edge. And it doesn't matter what bet you make. That's the edge for the house. So how are you going to beat that? You're not going to beat that. Well, the way that you can stay alive is first, look for the single zero wheels. The edge is half between and they used to only be in high limit rules. They're not just in high limit rules. In Las Vegas, you can find a single zero wheel at Mirage, at Aria, MGM Grand, all on the floor in the main casino. $25 minimum. Your minimums are going to be a little bit higher, but you're going to cut the house edge in half, Pauly. That's significant.
That's good info there. I didn't even know that. Excellent. Money time.
Yeah. No, just let me do real quick. I want a couple quick points on this. Roulette is a negative expectation game. Therefore, when you are winning, you need to leave. So your concept here is hit and run. You hit your number, you get out of there. You can't stick at the roulette wheel for the next 8 hours and expect to come away with anything. And of course, the other end of that, don't go to the money machine. Set your loss limit. You're going to play with 500, play with 500. You're going to play with 100, play with 100. This is not a situation where you can be like, well, let's just give it one more spin. That's how you get crushed. Last but not least, make sure you're getting comp points. They will comp you well for playing the table games. Take advantage of it and get the bonuses that you deserve. That's it. That's my roulette advice.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.